These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Elliott, the ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Elliott. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Tony Pollard.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bears take over. Now Graham on 1st down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Still a few inches short of the 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing now, Graham on 1st down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
A big run that time by Elliott. 46 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete to Tony Pollard. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 27-yard line.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Bears 3, Cowboys nothing.
Just like that. Check Mike 54.
On second down now, it's Elliott, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 54.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tight down. There you go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Rule. Patch it. Wide.
Now Elliott. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ball carrier taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I'm here all day. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
2 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
3-3.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 25-yard line.
incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Graham. And he rifles one incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Graham. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Back in the 1st quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the 1st quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
4-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Elliott. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Mike 54. Mike 54.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Well, the second down throw on target. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
3rd and 1.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 54.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Cowboy. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for number 88. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Down to lose 1. Bang, 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 bang. Check, check, check.
And he's taken down. him trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Carried by number 34.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Going to give this time to the tailback.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now Graham. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get in. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Graham now off the bootleg. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, he still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 3-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. It's 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's caught on the the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Graham here from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
First down. Here's Graham. And this will be caught by Mooney. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet, his second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked somewhere else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll look to throw. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the fourth quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, Your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try again with Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception. And now their task is even tougher.
On 1st and 10, it's Graham. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 17. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Robinson. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
Now Graham to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Fumble on the
partner. That one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the 4th. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
I got you. Right there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Check. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Awesome run.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
For Ezekiel Elliott.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Come on, QB, come on. 54's Mike, 54's Mike.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Below Nichols in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Watch the safety creep. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bears, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for